Let's focus on something else right now. Even though you are likely, or you likely guzzled milk like crazy when you were a kid, you may have noticed that as you've gotten older, dairy doesn't always agree with your stomach. For some, that discomfort grows, leading to gas, bloating, stomach cramping, and even diarrhea at worst case, which may be the arrival of lactose intolerance. So for those who have been diagnosed with lactose intolerance, no real cure actually exists. Now, dietitian Lize Stander joins us in studio to tell us about some of the strategies available that may help you deal with this condition and its effects. Lize, thank you very much for joining us. Welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so lactose intolerance. Lactose, firstly, what is it? Because it's largely one of the most kind of misdiagnosed conditions out there.
Definitely. So lactose is the milk, the sugar in milk or other dairy products.
Okay.
But lactase is the enzyme that you find in your gut that is responsible for digesting this lactose.
Right.
So when you're consuming more lactose than you have lactase, that's when you get the symptoms you just mentioned.
Okay, so basically it needs to have like an equal balance in the body, and if it's off, then that's when the symptoms start. So here's the question though. I mean, if you have a sensitivity to things like milk, cheese, ice cream, maybe, are you destined to a life without milk or dairy then?
You don't have to cut it out of your life completely. That's the good news.
Okay, that's good to know. Are you at risk though? I mean, do you put your body at risk if you are suffering from these symptoms and you say, like, you know what, I don't care, I like ice cream and I like cheese, I'm gonna still eating it. Does it do physical harm to your body?
It doesn't. That's the good news. Lactose intolerance and milk protein allergy are two different things.
Right.
So when you constantly have something that you're allergic to, that is putting your health at risk. So an allergy is different because you respond to a protein, and your immune system is then involved. With lactose, you're responding to a carbohydrate, therefore your immune system is not involved. Okay,
so it's good news that your body doesn't get physically damaged, but let's be honest, it's unpleasant if you're going to go
Hugely so, yeah.
Now, some experts say that you can kind of rectify it and get that balance back by, adding small amounts of dairy and maybe lactose to your diet. I mean, how viable is that? Is that even an option?
There is some reliable research that supports the statement you've just mentioned.
Yeah.
I think the key is to start with very small doses and gradually increase. And when you start to experience the symptoms, to cut back a little bit more.
Yeah.
And you might want to start with a lower lactose option, like yogurt instead of milk.
Okay, so it's very easy to identify then if you have a lactose intolerance. I mean, yes, those symptoms are severe, but what are some of the things that you can start look at initially if you suspect that you have something? Maybe it's not full-blown yet. Does it become a little bit more worse over time, or how does it work?
It's usually quite dose dependent, so you can find some people might react after having a little bit of milk in their coffee.
Yeah.
Other people are fine to have a cappuccino.
Really?
So it's just about finding out what dose suits your body.
Okay, perfect. And of course, just yesterday we made the most amazing chocolate coconut cake that was lactose-free. We used the CLOVER NOLAC milk, and that's a great one, especially for kids, battling with the lactose intolerance, because it's still got the calcium, it's easy to digest, high in vitamin D as well. So CLOVER NOLAC is definitely an option. Maybe it's also a starting point for you if you have lactose intolerance.
Definitely can be.
Thank you very much, Lize. I really appreciate it, man. And yeah, if you are lactose intolerant, try this one out, CLOVER NOLAC. It still tastes great. It's nice and creamy, just like your normal milk as well. But yeah, if you are suffering from those symptoms, luckily it doesn't do long-term damage to your body, but it just is really, really unpleasant. So work your way back slowly, or if you must, then just avoid your dairy altogether.
CLOVER NOLAC, lactose-free milk that lets you enjoy dairy again. Made with love by Clover.